Christina.
And I'm Christine. Welcome to Stereothematica.
Music is the heartbeat of our lives and the connective tissue of our friendship. Christina and I met at work in LA, but when I moved to Texas, we started a weekly challenge. Pick a song that fits a chosen theme.
This game opened us to new perspectives on each other and deepened our understanding of the songs that shape our lives. Each week, we recreate the magic of our song exchange on a broader scale.
We'll dissect our picks, share personal anecdotes, get into some music trivia, and spotlight transformative tracks you won't always find on the Billboard Hot 100. So I think people are still getting to know us a little bit. We're revealing, some elements of ourselves that we might not normally, but, everybody now, they should know our ages. They know that one of us identifies with a psycho killer. So what is it that people are going to learn about us this week, Christine? What's our theme?
Fantasy karaoke.
Woo!
We both love karaoke. One of us
So
can
true.
sing. The other just loves singing. I learned to love karaoke while I was working at the Korean consulate. It was my first job out of college, and I think I enjoyed working there so much, in part because of karaoke. The main reason was Korean food, and that I was like a foreigner. So I was actually a foreigner there. So all my peculiarities were like, oh, she's just American. But no, I remember the first time I was like, I must have been 22. And it was our the Christmas party. First time going to a Christmas party. We went to this Chinese restaurant in Koreatown called Dragon. And that was like the place we went every year. And I'm sad to say they actually closed last year. But the food was so good. It was just like you would get drunk and sing. and the first time, like I had never I wouldn't say I'm definitely not a shy person, but I don't like to be the center of attention. And karaoke is all about that, which we'll get to you.
Rude.
But so I just remember most people there were singing in Korean, and these what they're called throat songs. It's like old folk songs, and I eventually learned those songs.
Oh,
but
wow.
I was like, okay, I'm gonna sing a song that I really love, Besame Mucho, and it was in the playlist, and I did it, and I was drunk, so I didn't really care, and I was horrible. It was so because I'm not used to, of course I sing in the car, I sing, and I'm always singing, but I've never tried to sing well. So that was, especially it was really glaring how bad I was when all the people I was with were I mean, not professionals, but they had done this for a while. They had their go-to song.
Yes. And so what's that culturally? Like, can you sing the same song over and over and people just know, oh, that's
Yeah,
Jim's
that's
go-to
her song.
song?
Yeah.
Oh,
No,
okay.
exactly. Like my friend Monica had a song, Mrs. Cho had a song, Mrs. Lee had a song, and it's like, okay, you kind of just wait, and they get really good. There's a few songs in everyone's karaoke repertoire, but at that point I did not have one, and I chose one that I could not sing in the tone to. It was not good, but nevertheless, it was very exciting. And I think over the years I got better with different songs that were more comfortable for me. But you, on the other might as well be a professional karaoke singer. I know that it was, I think, our first Christmas party together at work.
Yeah, definitely.
And I was actually the first one. Went up and sang a song. I think one of my go-tos is "Don't Go Breaking My Heart," and
yes.
I did.
It's so
I
good.
don't care. I just it's fun, and it's a way to get people to icebreaker, get people silly and just not caring.
Oh, you were bullying us into singing.
And yeah, I was maybe
for real.
bullying, and you're like,
Yeah.
oh no, and various people going up singing their songs, and then I feel like I had to push you up to sing, and so I'm like, oh, poor thing, this is gonna she must not be comfortable, but the thing is, I knew that you could sing,
Love
and
attention.
so I'm like, why is she being so coy? And then a song that I actually didn't know that song. You
Oh,
can
that's so
believe
funny.
that. I know everyone knows it. It was
Well,
Can you take us
it's
through? Yeah.
yes, yeah. So this was our first holiday, like office Christmas party together, and we're at that like country club or whatever. And
Yeah.
yeah, Christine had kicked it off like singing Don't Go Breaking My Heart, which I loved. There were a lot like some fun stuff, and I did feel pressured into singing. But the thing was I didn't know everyone that well
Mm.
yet, so I was being a little bit shy. But then I chose to do What's Up by Four Non Blondes. And the funny story is I had a colleague where we had gone to do karaoke on a work trip and she couldn't figure out which song to do. So to fuck with her, I was like, why don't you do What's Up by Four Non Blondes? Because it's kind of a hard one. She hits
Mhm.
some pretty high notes. And then my colleague, she absolutely killed it. I mean, she did
Wow.
so well that I was like, I can't even be mad at her. Like, she really smashed it. So then that was kind of my inspiration. I was like, just go up there. But the thing is, 90% of doing karaoke is your attitude.
Mhm.
Like, you got to just get up there. And for me, unfortunately, I am a performer. I like to perform. And it's just like, I was really hamming it up. And I don't think any of our colleagues were ready for that. They were
No.
like,
She was
oh no, who is this person? What is she doing?
she was running around the group, like, just, like, going around the room, like, putting the mic in people's faces, kicking her leg up, like, she was like fucking Mick Jagger. People
Dude.
afterwards were like, "Oh, I didn't know Christina had it in her. I didn't know she was so funny." I'm like, "You guys, you've been working with her for, like, almost a year. Like, you should kinda get a sense of how she is by now."
I mean, I saved all of my fun, I think, for when I hung out with you. But, it is a fun way, I would say, if you're doing karaoke with folks for the first time to really kind of be like, hey, this is who I am.
Yeah. No, and it's so like,
So,
I do think it is like the perfect activity at any sort of a party or some just getting to know people and get letting your guard down. And I mean it's a good way to sober up for sure. But I think like you really just you connect through singing, and people like kind of get a sense of what you like, and
yeah.
it's hard sometimes to project, to be like, and to sing in the right key, of course. Like I have that problem. I feel like I need to take some lessons at some point. But it's just so there's so much joy when you sing and share that with people, and like get silly and not take I mean for me especially, like I like to be one of the first people to sing, not just because, like, for obvious reasons, because everyone's so much better than me thereafter, but because just to show people, like, you don't have to be a good singer to sing. Like it feels
Oh,
so good to go up and
that's
just
nice.
sing a favorite song.
That's really sweet of you, Christine. I didn't
No,
realize that you were like, you're doing a solid for everybody, kicking the party off.
I'd like to think so, and I think it all goes back to that first karaoke experience where, like, I sucked so bad, but it felt so good at the same time. So, so that's yeah, those are go-to songs. I mean, I said "Don't Go Breaking My Heart" is a go-to. What is that your
Oh, no, I've done that one maybe like maybe that's the only time I've actually done it.
wow.
There's a Tears for Fears song, Head Over Heels. That's
Oh my god.
definitely my favorite. And that you can get, oh my, so I would like lay on the ground, like, singing. That's my favorite. But there was one time, so there's this awesome place, a karaoke bar in Santa Monica
Mm,
called, I can't remember if it was the Gas Lamp or the Gas Light. And I'm like, am I
huh,
gaslighting myself? And I think it's the Gas Lamp.
probably.
But I was there doing karaoke and I was doing Everybody Wants to Rule the World by Tears
Oh
for
my
Fears.
god.
I had never done it before and I ended up being horrible at it. Like it was so bad that almost was crying on stage
Wow.
like like it was so
You
bad
were crying because you
because
knew
I
you were
was
sucking, or
yeah, I
because you were
was
getting into the
bombing. I was
Okay.
bombing
Oh
on
god.
stage, like and it was a stage karaoke setup. It's not like a private room. But
Well.
as I'm bombing, who walks in?
Who?
Cuba Gooding Jr.
Oh.
This is the problem with living in LA is that
Yeah.
you could be anywhere making a fool of yourself and a celebrity might see you. And so when it was like I'm on stage and I see him walk in from stage and I'm like, kill me. Just anyone take me out of my misery.
Oh my God.
So it's a fun hazard of living in LA. You never
No,
know.
that's true. It's true. Well, most of my karaoke experience has been in the in Korean, it's noraebang, which is song room. And it's
Mm.
usually like you just go with your group of friends, and that can be as small as like two people to like, I don't know, sometimes 20 people. But
Ooh.
it's usually like just the people you know. So I don't think I've you know what? Maybe once in the valley I did like oh, I don't know. These boots are made for walking at like some Burbank karaoke place,
Nice.
but I've stuck with like these rooms and the Christmas parties and stuff like that. But we're not talking just go to karaoke today.
Mm-hmm.
No,
Fantasy.
this is fantasy karaoke. So to me, when I thought of this fantasy karaoke, I'm like, this is like a song that's so beyond our abilities, especially my ability. You have a wider range of singing abilities than I do. But for me, I learned about the song in an Almodovar movie, his 2019 Dolor y Gloria. Did you see that?
I don't think I did. I'm a little bit out of the loop with some of his more
No.
recent movies, but I'm a
Okay.
big Almodovar fan.
Well, in this movie, there's an early flashback scene, and the women are doing the laundry by the river, and one of those women is Rosalia, and she starts to sing this song, and I'm like completely transfixed, and this is early on in the movie, and I'm like, I'm not the person. Well, they sing just a short bit of it, so I can't Shazam it, but I also wouldn't Shazam it because I'm not gonna take out my phone in a movie theater. But as soon as the movie got out, I'm like, "Oh my god, what is this?" So I Google it, and it was easy enough. Rosalia, Dolor Gloria song, and sure enough, it's a very famous song, Lola Flores's A Tu Vera. Did you know about when I sent you the song? Had you heard of it
No,
before?
I don't think so. But then when I watched the video, because very wisely informed me I should watch the video, it felt, I don't know, like something about it felt like familiar, but
Mm.
oh my gosh, it's so powerful.
Yeah, I'm like, how did I not know about this song before? But thanks to Rosalia in that movie, like I just start looking up the song, I learn the lyrics, I listen to it over and over again. I can't get enough of it. The song actually was in a 1962 movie. That's how it gained popularity. But it's actually her 1971 performance, which we'll link to. It's so unbelievably powerful, and it really like gets me every time. And her performance is kind of what it's not just it is the singing, but it's how she moves.
Hmm.
She was a dancer, an actor, singer, so she is a flamenco dancer, so she's doing sort of some flamenco moves, but she's older now, so you can tell she doesn't care. But she has this all encompassing passion and pain and just everything. And it makes me think that she is this particular performance is the epitome of duende. Christina, did you learn about duende when you were in Spain?
Well, you reminded me of like this is a thing that came up with Lorca, who I'm a
Yeah.
big fan of, but I would love to hear a little bit more from you.
So yeah, Lorca he wrote about the concept in a famous lecture, Theory and Play of the Duende, and he talks about what the duende is and how it emanates from the depths of the human soul, and it's like as the spirit is this earthy, irrational, and dynamic element that gives art its power and affects like deeply the viewer, the listener, and it's born out of struggle and the artist's confrontation with death and darkness and the limits of existence. And just this whole song Atuvera is so much like bringing the duende. In fact, this part in particular, like, we got to listen to that. So she's saying, yesterday, today, tomorrow, and always, eternally at your side. But it's so much heavier in
Yeah.
Spanish, and how she's saying it, like you feel like she's like seriously like breaking down inside, thinking what the opposite of like not being eternally at that person's side. And then of course it makes me think of my parents,
Mm.
and I feel like they used to say these kind of like very over the top, sort of like, I'll love you until the end of eternity type of
Oh.
things. But then my dad died last year, and I think this song has even taken on like a new meaning, because it really does like get at this like just pain that love brings.
Mm.
So
Yeah.
so yeah.
That's so beautiful. I really hope
Thank
that our
you.
listeners go check out the video too, because it's like, it's so powerful. It's like a really, yeah, it's just such a glamorous and like beautiful performance.
Yeah. But first, we're talking about Duende, and I feel like your pick is replete with it. So let's hear what that's about.
Yeah, and I mean, I know that we joked a little bit about our own karaoke experiences, but it's like if you're a karaokeer like us, even though do you ever, oh my God, even at that
Mm.
same Christmas party, do you remember how there was someone who came out and sang Adele and like was just
Yes.
so good? It was like, shut up. Like that's not what we're here to do.
No, I
The
know.
fun of karaoke is like, well, like, so for us, we're thinking like, what would be a good karaoke song? But the fun is like not singing well. So just kind of going
Mm.
out there, and whether you're belting it out or just kind of like hamming it up or whatever, or, just mustering up enough guts to go get on stage and do a
Mm.
song like your favorite song or whatever. It's like, but that's the fun in it. But like, my pick, I
Mhm.
picked this song because I once did see a woman perform this song. And okay, so my pick is
Mm.
Wuthering Heights by Kate Bush.
You're
And
crazy.
are,
You're
are
so
you, are
crazy.
you, I know, but you know what? It's probably going to happen that I'll perform this
I
at
can
some
totally
point.
see that.
Out on the winding, windy moors we roll and fall in grief. You had a temper like my jealousy,
It's
too
got to
much
happen.
No,
Are you
freedom.
a
it's,
Kate Bush fan?
you know what? I'm not. I feel like she's just a little too rococo for me. But no, but it's someone actually said, "Oh, you have such a Kate Bush vibe." And I think I should
Lucky.
take I should I take that as a
Yeah, yeah, yeah,
compliment?
yeah. Totally, totally.
But no, she's another one like where there's this like I have a Kate Bush lacuna, just like I had to look, like there are songs that obviously I know, but like I know she made a comeback in the Stranger Things
Oh
era.
yeah. It's one of those things that's so funny. Like I don't know if you have people like this, and I do find it so annoying, but like with the Stranger Things experience, it was like a lot of us were like, "Oh no, they're exposing Kate Bush." Like that was supposed to be
Mm.
our underground thing. Like we liked her, but it's like don't gatekeep good music.
Oh, of
And
course not.
Kate Bush is so fun because she's so zany.
Yeah.
And like, I don't know. And I can't imagine, because coming out in the 80s, that was like, what a fun, funky time. And like there's actually two videos for Wuthering Heights, which I
Mm.
find really hilarious. So there's one she's wearing like a red dress and dancing around in a field. And then there's a one where she's in a studio and she's doing some interpretive dance, which I love that she's dancing in both of them. But it's the key that she's singing in. It's just so high pitched. Like I have seen videos, actually, I linked to it in the notes, but like
Oh,
Pat Benatar did a cover of Wuthering Heights, and like
oh wow.
love you, Pat, but it just doesn't even compare.
Oh,
Like you have to give your whole weird heart to the performance. And like, so when I saw this lady and it was at a bar, I'm pretty sure this was in Austin, but she like got up on stage, sang her little heart out, and like I was so happy for her because A, I love the song, but B, what a nut you have to be to do that. So when she came off stage, she was a complete stranger to me, but I gave her a hug. I was like, I'm so excited and happy for you. And she's like, oh, okay. Like she didn't
Did
care.
she didn't appreciate it, but did she recognize that it wasn't like I
I
mean,
think I think it was probably one of those things where either she had enough liquid courage
okay.
that she wasn't worried at all. But yeah, like, so to do something where it's so out of your vocal range, where it's so zany. I mean, because the song itself, Wuthering Heights, like, it's an English major's
Yeah,
fantasy,
for
right? I
sure.
mean, you're singing about this novel, and it's like, I mean, somewhat accurate. Like, Heathcliff, it's me, and it's so funny. It's kind of like, oh my God, what's that Led Zeppelin song where it's actually about like The Hobbit?
Oh my God, what?
The listeners are screaming right now. But
I
there's
know.
one.
Someone said, I mean, I just looked at every Zeppelin song inspired by J.R.R. Tolkien.
Nerds.
Yes,
And you
nerds.
see, they were supposed to be like such cool dudes, and like, I don't know. But
Yeah.
I honestly think any Kate Bush song would be a really fun karaoke song if you're brave enough. But this one in
Mm.
particular, because like, well, it's also so twinkly and nuts. But the opening line even is so high and so like, because I want to sing it right now, but
Yeah,
I
go
can't
ahead.
do
Go
it because
ahead. Go ahead.
it'll be too insane.
Give it a
Out
try.
in the wild, windy night. See, I mean, you have to transport yourself to
Yeah.
another,
It's not bad.
like, but how you have to do that the whole song.
Yeah.
So
And
like
it's
five
not as high
seconds,
as hers,
okay.
so it was like
Yeah.
hers is a little too piercing, actually. I think I prefer
Well,
you
to
how
each
you
his
do
own.
it.
But it's fun. And yeah, when I was in college, my friends and I would like just sit at, a house party and have a projector going where we'd put on different videos, like music videos, and like sit and watch them. And I know Kate Bush was like a darling with the radio crowd for
Oh my
sure.
God.
But I will probably do it. It's just maybe it'll be safest experience in like a room karaoke rather than an on-stage karaoke.
You could start off with a room and then
Yeah.
like expand.
You know, I think the more I think about it, I don't like I will repeat a karaoke song if I'm like so out of options or if I feel like, oh, I don't the inspiration isn't coming to me, but I like to mix it up every time.
Yeah. No, I think tend to do that at least like maybe every 5 times and then
Mm.
start. I mean, hopefully I don't get beyond 5. But no,
Oh my
I
gosh.
definitely I like to mix it up too. Even though there are fewer songs that I can sing, I have to go with the lower songs for sure. Like Sonny and Cher is safe. Like I tend to like duets because it takes off some of the pressure.
That's true. But okay, you have to be with like a good singing partner
Yeah, well,
because
yeah, for
you
sure.
can just really, it can be a swing and a miss if you're with the wrong person. And unfortunately, if someone I'm singing with doesn't take it seriously, I'll sing both parts.
Oh, yeah.
I
I could
don't
see
want
that.
to, but I
But
will. I
sometimes
want,
you have to.
sometimes you have to.
You got to
Yeah.
deliver because it's not
That
just
could be a
about
good,
you.
yeah, I hope the listeners are dropping not only their fantasy karaoke, but I would love to get some new good duet suggestions because that I mean Kiki
Yeah.
D and Elton John is like such a win,
Yeah.
but duets are fun.
The beat goes on.
Mm.
Is nice and for me at least because I can handle that one. Yeah, anyway. I don't want to give all my songs away.
Yeah, you can't give them away. I mean, but it is nice. Maybe actually have a
Mm.
notes app note in my phone of karaoke songs.
Oh, that's
But
smart.
it did help because last time when I was leaving LA, I did karaoke with my friends. We did like one of those rooms, and I was like consulting my list, and I was able to do like it was okay, a fantasy karaoke song that I had never done before, but then it turned out to be like, oh, okay, I can do it in the
Oh wow.
privacy
Yeah,
of this room
smaller
with my
group.
friends. Yeah.
No, that's true. And
So,
the list is really smart because I think when you're like, at least me and you tending to drink when you're doing this, and then you're forgetting what songs you can handle. And it's so overwhelming. There's this book, and I when I have gone to, I usually go to Koreatown, and so there's like lots, and I do like a few Korean songs, and one of, well, I don't know, I haven't done it recently, but Gangnam Style was like a crowd pleaser, and that was can't necessarily do the dance. I don't actually think I'm the best. Like, I feel like I can do one thing or the other. So singing, if I'm gonna sing, I just gotta sing. I'm not gonna do the the horsey dance.
Yeah,
It's
that's
a
a tough.
little,
I mean,
it's overwhelming.
it's a big commitment because that's another language, but probably not one that you get to practice very often.
Yeah, exactly.
So
But
it
it's
really has to
fun.
be like memory.
Yeah, no, I mean, it's hard because like it's going fast, especially a song like that. But yeah, I've memorized the those parts, so it is kind of fun. Okay, so before we wrap up, you've kind of discussed a little bit about you have a favorite bar that you like to go to, like fantasy karaoke moment. Would you go back to
If
that
it's
Santa Monica place?
No, if it's my true fantasy, my favorite place was Egos in Austin.
Mm,
And it was a stage set up. I hope it's still open. I actually haven't checked in the longest time, but like people there are there to cheer you on, like
mm.
which is that's why I like the stage setup. So I'll be at Egos, I'll be singing Wuthering Heights, I'll smash it, no errors, and yeah, high five everyone on my way back to my table. How
Yeah,
about you?
I would definitely do a small room. I actually
Mm,
really I feel like the most convenient because it's all about like the drive and getting to the easiest place. So there is a place in the valley near where we live, and it's a Norebang place, and just like maybe 10 friends. Although I don't know, for something like this, maybe you do want more if you know it's going to be that moment. It's a fantasy
mm,
moment, so you're going to deliver the best performance. So maybe I do want like a, a more typical karaoke with a wide audience of people I don't know. But I think for me, it's getting all the notes,
mm.
but I just basically recreating her performance. Like, I
Uh,
feel like I've already, like, I got that inside of me. I got that sort of those feelings all inside of me. I think that I could like mimic her enough, not to do it justice, but maybe this is fantasy. So yeah, I would do her justice. And but it would be funny because I would go up as me, like in my typical, like, kind of relaxed wardrobe, my my baggy pants, and
oh,
just like a little bit disheveled. And then I would sing this very powerful song, and I would sing it perfectly, but I would also like be in the mindset, like the Lola Flores would like be, I would channel her, and it would be apparent to everyone who saw.
could you do it
Anyway,
without crying?
I think you have to cry, but like you don't
Mm,
want to like you don't want to like
yeah.
you don't want the crying to take you out of it, but like a little tears, I think is
Hmm.
I think that's actually very important.
Especially if you can get like one tear with the eyeliner or like a little
Oh yeah.
mascara
Oh yeah.
going down the
Yeah.
cheek. Ooh, that would be so
Okay.
good.
I got to
All
do
right, I
that.
can totally see this happening. Let's manifest it in the
Okay.
coming year.
Okay, let's do it. So, okay, next theme. Christina, you want to give us a hint?
Yes, next week we are keeping it in the family. Thanks for listening to Stereothematica. If you enjoyed what you heard, we'll only get better.
Subscribe now on your favorite podcast platform and follow us on Instagram and share your dream karaoke songs or your go-to karaoke songs. Share them both. Thanks.